Simon and Ed here, and we'd like to tell you a little bit more about our new game Space Scum, which has a new demo launching for Steam Next Fest on the 15th of June. In case it wasn't obvious, we're massive Battle Brothers fans. We've both clocked up hundreds of hours, and it's our favourite game. Space Scum is really our way of trying to take the Battle Brothers format in a new direction whilst retaining all of the things that we love, such as the tactical depth and difficulty. The most obvious difference is that we've moved things into space and made the combat more ranged focused, which obviously makes a lot of sense in a futuristic setting. Instead of battle axes and long swords, we're talking more shotguns and plasma rifles. In terms of world building and tone, we're aiming for something similar to 2000 AD. That is, slightly over the top comic book violence in a gritty sci-fi setting. You can probably see from the screenshots that there's a lot of heads exploding and giblets flying across the screen. You'll also find a lot of dry, sometimes black, sometimes absurd British humour. Like Battle Brothers, Space Scum is meant to be brutal. One wrong move could spell the end for any one of your characters, and you'll want to think seriously about how you approach each combat encounter. This is definitely the type of game where you might want to restart a battle and try a different tactic or setup. Or maybe just run away completely if you find out you've bitten off more than you can chew.
This was not the plan.
As with lots of ranged combat games, cover is really important, and you'll quite rightly be murdered if you stand out in the open. Besides positioning, you'll also want to be thinking seriously about what gear you use to keep your gang alive and which members you chuck into the fray. There's loads of items at your disposal, including many different armor types, force fields, and hand shields. How you build your gang is entirely up to you. The universe is full of weird and wonderful characters, from robots to aliens to just outright weirdos. Some of these might bring amazing stats, equipment, and background traits. Others will be, quite frankly, completely useless. You need to figure out who to hire, who to use as Rhymeclaw fodder, and who to keep alive. Managing your gang and their resources can be as important as the combat itself. Space Scum is also open world. We're building a solar system with multiple planets to explore, each with their own unique quirks to get used to, such as different creatures and factions, new environmental factors, and unique trade goods. For those that have already played Space Scum, there's loads more to see in the latest demo, including hundreds of changes based on player feedback, as well as new features, including a reworked and massively expanded skill tree, a new rover upgrade system, a random event system, delayed attacks, and environmental hazards. This only touches the surface of what Space Scum is and what it will be. There's loads more to come, and me and Ed can't wait to show you the new features and content that we're working on.